So a nice, decent amount of butter for flavour. And then we've got some onion and garlic, which we've chopped in the Opti-Chop, nice and fine. So it's the same size of the granules of rice. So that goes in. We're going to let that sweat with a big pinch of salt. Now, while that cooks, we're going to start to add in our arborio rice. And I'm going to use the Italian nonna's method of measuring, which is 1 handful of rice per person. But for you, Jonathan, I think we need...
2, maybe 3.
3 handfuls? Okay.
Yeah.
And we want to wait until the rice becomes slightly translucent and it's absorbed that butter and onion flavour.
Sounds good.
So you see there's like almost like a little dot in the centre of the rice and the outside of it will become a little bit translucent.
Okay, now that that's translucent, we can start adding in ladlefuls of hot veggie stock. And it's very important to have hot stock, otherwise you cool down the pan and it's going to take too long to cook.
Okay. Okay.
And once that's absorbed, we can add in our next ladleful of hot veggie stock.
Now for the big punch of flavour, it's all coming from the basil pesto. Now this basil is some of the most amazing in the world. Sammy and I have actually been to the farms to visit it, being grown in Italy, and they only pick it for 3 weeks of the year. So it's perfectly in season and so full of flavour. So I don't think you're going to be missing the meat at all. But a really important tip when you are cooking with pesto is that you do stir it through off the heat because it's emulsified. So that essentially means that it's got nuts and oil and the herbs that have been blended together to a smooth consistency. It splits if you heat it up. So if you're making anything at home, make sure you don't actually cook with pesto. It always goes in off the heat. Pop a whole lot of this in. Last but not least, frozen peas. And with the peas, it's the same thing. Put them in off the heat because they don't need to be cooked, they just need to be warmed through.
Okay, so you can see that's beautiful runny consistency and that's ready to serve. So we're going to ladle it out, and the Italians serve their risotto on a plate, not in a bowl. And it's so that you can see that beautiful runny consistency.
How good does that look?
Yes.
And that is perfect for the family. It's naturally gluten-free, there are no preservatives in it, and I think the meat man's gonna love it. But as we said before, the proof is indeed in the pudding.
Yes, it is.
Would you like to have a try?
Why not?
I'll hold it for you. Please be good.
It's really good.
Really good.